all, I would say, lahat ng records na kailangan nila. That way, when you get there and show them the...
Yeah, it's actually on the medical record. I wish I brought it.
Or is this on that document or something?
Meron siya sa medical certificate na napipirmahan ng doktor. It's A, B, C, these are what's required.
Okay, that's good. So you won't miss anything. Okay.
And then i-check din naman nila doon when you're sitting there at the application process, they're gonna go through it line by line. So you'll know. And then I worked closely with them before I left there, before I left the country, before I appeared there. I worked closely with one person there na tinatawagan ko lagi because I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything. I was so upset then when I got there because I thought yung 1,500 yun na. And I forgot about the processing fee. And then they said, well, you know, we mentioned it to you. I said, when? Well, and then I went back.
So the 1,500 is the one that's on time deposit. Right. You can take out the interest. Now the $1,700 application
you have to take with you.
It's like you're giving that to the government.
Right.
Gotcha.
And that's the cost of your.
That's the cost of
your card, and of course the visa. And then you know what they did too is that when I brought cash, right? And they made copies of all the dollars. Made copies and then they made copies
of all the dollars.
The dollars that I brought here is 1,700, and so they took it and then copied everything.
Illegal.
Is it?
Yes, copying the
money?
legal tender. Yes, that's illegal.
They
You
copied.
can't do that.
I guess they. I mean,
Is that illegal over there?
it's not illegal over there.
I think it depends on where country you're in. Yeah.
So anyway, eto pa pala, of course, because I was applying for me and my husband, they wanted the marriage certificate, right? And in marriage certificate, I just couldn't give them my original. It has to come from, what is the name of that place that that issues the...
You must be kidding.
That issues the papers. NCO. Yeah. NCO.
Eh, paano kung hindi ka naman doon kinasal?
May record sila. Oh, you mean, kung hindi ka, I mean, if I got, because I got married in the Philippines.
Okay.
Kung
Hindi ka
okay
kinasal.
lang. Okay.
That's about to say. Okay.
If you get married, you no need for that.
No, you can bring, you can
Oh,
take
you
your
still
original,
bring-
yeah.
Oh.
Your original marriage certificate, and then they can make a copy there. Ngayon, the other thing too is in birth certificate, kung kailangan nila, because I did not require birth certificate for me, I fought that because like, what even birth certificate? If you told me that, I would have, brought it with me because it's in North Carolina. And they said, kasi NCO na naman ang mag-issue. I'm like, no.
See, they're having two thoughts. Ang inaakala nila, you're from the Philippines and you have all the records in the Philippines. They don't understand, nandito ka, halimbawa, nandito ka na lahat, dito ka na pinanganak. Dapat i-ano nila, may dalawa silang okay, saan ka galing, dito ka, okay, ito yung mga kailangan mo. Huwag nilang i-confuse.
But yeah, you have to be very clear before you go. You have to like go line by line, and it has to be extensive because it's really, really hard to kind of work with them sometimes.
Yeah.
It's going to be easier for whoever applies next.
So Jane, the 15 and the 1,700 is for two people. Is that for the couple?
Yeah.
At the long
Because actually
The
1,000
total of 2,000.
No.
1,700. That's the whole.
Oh, the whole thing.
Oo, dalawang tao na sila sa 17, correct? Yung investment na 1,500, dalawang tao na rin kayo.
Yeah, that's for me and him.
Ngayon, kung isa ka lang,
Kasi ganun din.
pareho din ang babayaran mo. Okay.
So 1,500 is separate, and then 1,700 is another.
That's the processing fee.
So ito for
Yeah.
Mabuti maka-couple na kayo para masulit yung
That's why. So total of expense is.
That would be 3,200.
Yeah.
3,200.
That's what
1,500 is, you
Yung
mentioned,
time deposit.
Yeah.
Time
Pero
deposit.
sa'yo
Yun
naman
yung
yun eh.
investment mo.
Sa'yo naman yun.
Over there. That's
Over
what
there.
you wire to them.
Okay, that's
To one
right.
of the banks.
Okay.
Then when you
Why
go
did you
there,
from here to the bank
Yeah.
there?
and then yung 1,700 na processing fee, you can take that with you and hand it to them in person.
Which is, can be cash, and they make copies of
Right.
dollars, okay.
So they have certain banks that they deal with.
They have a long list of banks in the sa
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 list.
I thought she
website.
was coming.
Yeah, right here. When you go
That's
to
what she
that,
was saying.
may
Okay.
partners sila.
Okay.
Then you just go to
Nakalate.
Maybe
the.
you can use your visa for the 1,700, right?
Parang ako.
For the
I am not
expense.
sure. I'm not sure. I
Well,
think
That's
that's
not it. So you
Yeah.
have to
Yeah, you have to
go
check.
medical.
Have to check
What,
that.
what other form of payment then? Cash or check or
I'm not
Mahirap ang
sure.
check.
cashier's check? Okay.
I'm not sure because that's why to be sure I brought cash.
Okay, okay.
Mabuti pa siguro money order nila. Traveler's checks. I
palagay
don't
ko,
like that cash.
Traveler's check, money order.
You know what I did actually is that I sent the money through Western Union to my sister.
Okay.
So I didn't have to carry it.
Yeah,
and then
that's
when I
good.
got there,
Cash.
we went to get it from the, I sent it and specifically said that it should be in dollars.
So dollar mo rin siyang winidraw.
Dollar ko siyang winidraw and that's what I took.
Ah.
That's what, so I didn't have to carry it with me.
Kasi bayong na.
1,700 you while traveling, yeah, that's plenty of money.
Yeah, yung makawakan yun talaga.
No, I know
No, I
somebody.
normally don't carry cash with me.
I know somebody who sold their house in the Philippines. She brought 40